listen, a lot of women, especially black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I will. In our society right now, black women are making a lot more money for the most part than black men, right? There are a lot of black men who are successful, but for the most part, black women are making the money. So if you can find love, if that man works, at whatever job and is a good man and is good to you and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you've handled the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner every now and then. That is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But that's so hard for a lot of people to take in because that means, no, I need somebody who is, they need to make 5 times more and I got to have, well, go on, keep your list, baby.
Yeah.
God bless you, hope it happens. Go on, keep your list. But when you talk about just someone to love you and support you, I know people whose men can't touch what they make. But when you see them together, that love, that support, that I got you, babe, it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
I remember I was having a conversation with you and I was going, I can admit that I had fallen under that, like, okay, I actually may have misunderstood what meet me at my worth meant. I thought meet me at my worth was meet me at my net worth.
My net worth, right. No, not your net worth.
Right.
At least meet me at my net worth. Yeah,
Okay,
no, that's your net worth. Yeah.
And I was talking to you, I was like, and Tyler, I was like, this, and this, and I've done this, and you're like, wait. Stop. He was like, don't make it about money. And this is when I was like, oh my gosh, like it was like it just went off and I was like, I see what you're saying. You were like, Crystal, I used to do the same thing. I would like be doing all these things for someone or people around me and I'm like, I'm not getting anything in return, And we fall into that sometimes. And you said, but then I thought about it, they can't do for me the way I do for
No.
It's just like they can't.
No.
When you explain it like that, if he is giving you all these other things, then that's something you work with. Like, wow, like this is way deeper.
Yeah, you got to remove the money from the situation because it's just going to cloud it. And then you have your girlfriend and this friend there saying, girl, he doing this and he ain't got that. And you don't understand the love that we have for each other.
Call up your mess, now we coming for you. We coming for you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We coming for you. Ba, 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 ba.
Welcome back, ladies, to Let's Unwind Podcast. And as you can see tonight, Tyler Perry, we coming for you. We out for you tonight, Tyler.
I'm trying not to laugh, y'all. I'm trying not to laugh. But welcome, ladies. Yeah, here we are. We're about to talk about Mr. Tyler Perry.
Most definitely, because it was giving, he's a good man, Savanah. No, baby. No, baby. No.
That's the first thing. That is the first thing I thought when I first saw this. But then the second thing I thought, y'all, for real, is, hey, ladies, welcome. I didn't say hey. I just started talking, but hi, everybody. I hope y'all are doing. But what I want to say before we get into this video, I want to tell you, ladies, thank you all because we have reached over 100 subscribers, and we want to just say thank you guys for helping us get there.
Love it. Thank you so much, ladies.
Yeah, thank you. That's our first little mini milestone, and we thank you guys so much for helping us. We're in now, I think. So we're moving on up. So keep on sharing and subscribing, you guys. And commenting.
Yes, we love it. Thanks so much. But girl,
so what was I saying?
Yeah. I said it's giving very much so. He's a good man, Savanah. And in addition to that, I just want to say, like, why are they always pushing for Black women to settle for the less? You know what I mean? Like, this is always pushed on us to be like, well, he can't make that mortgage bill, but he sure can pay that light bill, and to settle for love and struggle love at that. You know what I mean? So that's my take from.
And that's one of the first things I thought too.
Yes. Okay.
I thought that Tyler Perry, the first thing I thought was like, Tyler Perry hates black women. That's one of the first thoughts that came to my mind. Like, he hates black women.
And the thing about it is like, who is the foundation of his success? Like, who was buying the tickets to his
black
plays?
Women.
Thank you. Who's buying tickets to his movies? Who is he, casting in his movies and TV shows and things like that? Like, who's keeping you afloat? Who's keeping you? You know what I mean? It's black women supporting you. You just really just kind of shit it all over us and the whole community.
I just really think the more and more that black women support them, the more that they hate us. Have you noticed that?
I agree.
Like, the more we do for them, the more hateful they get. And I think because we're handicapping them in a way, and I think they see it and they know it, and they're like, just back up off of us. They're trying everything to get us to leave them alone and stop helping them, and black women refuse to. We just keep on helping them.
And another thing in addition to that,
yeah,
right. In addition to that is like, why are you trying to tell women what to do? You need to speak on men and what black men should do as a black man. You need to start making black men take more accountability for their failures and their shortcomings. Why are we still pushing this narrative on black women to be a ride or die, support, go for that struggle love, go for those tough times? Absolutely not. You don't tell white women that. You don't tell Asian women, and you don't tell Hispanic women
because he knows
to settle for that less. You are coming for black women. Now, y'all make more. You literally just said it yourself. Y'all make more, right? Y'all are earning more. You're more educated. There are more black-owned female businesses now. Like, that percentage is rising. Why are you going to push a man-child on women of, in the black community?
Because they know that we're ride or dies, and we have been, that we've been doing it and we'll do it. Well, some of us still will do it. Like, I'm not going, but that's why.
Right.
And because he knows that most black men are not going to try to do better. So he's like, if my brothers ain't going to do better, like, I need to talk to the sisters and get them to stick with them to stay strong.
And they have been doing that. Black women have been doing that for so long, like taking them at their lowest. But when there's a standstill and one group is rising, black women, and the other one is just still kind of stagnant right there, we're not the issue. We can only support you so much. Like, they can only break their back so much, sir. Like, you're really directing this at the wrong group of people. It's disgusting. And you didn't piss a whole lot of black women off, and I'm loving it.
There,
for
yeah.
you.
Yeah, but there's black men online right now telling you that black women don't make more money than us. We make more money than black women. They will tell you that, and that's true when they're actually working. But like, if you look at the stats, they're costing they're costing the economy $50 billion in unemployment. So this says companies still are hiring black men despite 10.6 million open jobs they aren't hiring black men despite 10.6 million open jobs in the US. It's costing the economy $50 billion. Why do you think, Zara, why do you think they aren't hiring black men?
Because y'all haven't leveled up. You're still stagnant. Like, y'all are worrying about cars and clothes and fucking the most hoes, as versus becoming husbands like other groups and building in your communities, or even building a community, and getting jobs and going to school and furthering your education. Like, y'all aren't worried about that. And it shows in our community. That's why black women are where we are today. Like, that's why they are leading so-called, the whole
That's why you think they're not
thing.
That's why you think they're not hiring?
Because they're not applying themselves. I really don't feel like they're applying themselves. Most of the black men that I know are not applying themselves. They're content with living in that poverty, staying at a certain wage. They want you to come down with them. You can't be out there with 10 different baby mamas and
racism, Zara, racism. But it's because of
okay.
I'm just
okay. That's all. Okay. So
but it could be.
Okay. White man.
I'm not going to say that it can't be because of racism in certain situations, but I've been seeing videos. I know you've seen them too. A lot of videos online where these men are on the job.
Black women.
Well,
we still got the same issues as y'all. We're still black too. So
right, but are you seeing the videos though? Are you seeing the videos though of them like taking stuff from the jobs and fighting on the jobs and sleeping
That's
with
what.
people on the
Yes,
jobs and
that's what
just
I'm
all
saying.
kind of
Like
stuff? Like,
y'all are still where y'all were at decades ago. Y'all haven't changed. Like nobody's hiring y'all because of this. Like, have you seen yourselves on TikTok? Have you seen yourselves on Instagram? We see the
one
videos.
thing,
We see y'all.
yeah. One thing he said is that he knows women that are with men that can't even touch what they're making financially. That's a problem with Black women. Other groups of women can probably afford to do that because their men are actually mobile and building and doing stuff, community minded. Black women, us having that mindset, being with men that are not making as nearly as much as us or even more than us, has gotten us to where we are right now. So why will we continue to do something and keep, what's the word, perpetuate the same cycle over and over again? And like, we live in society, ladies. This is the definition of capitalism: an economic system characterized by private or corporate ownership of capital goods by investments that are determined by private decision and by prices, production, and the distribution of goods that are determined mainly by competition in a free market. So what that means is that there are men at the top that are on like our food, our gas, our groceries, our housing. They're capitalizing off of their ability to raise the prices on everything. We have no power over that. To give us raises, they're capitalizing them. The men that are not a part of this are the men that are telling us to date down and date men that are not going to pay off, and that are not a part of this structure. You still there, Zara?
Right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It went out
So
for a minute,
right now our economy is so bad. The prices on everything are going up because of capitalism, and he's telling Black women to take the men that could pay one light bill. What will that leave you doing?
Thank you.
What are you going to be doing?
It's the continuation of the condition in Black women to maintain these struggle relationships and basically essentially be a parent to their so-called spouse or husband. Like, no.
Yeah. So this is this is what's going on. The little pyramid that's happening right now. The men that created capital top, other men like what the other men, like the Hispanic Mexican men, the white Latino men, Asian, and the white Asian men. They're the other men that are doing good things also, that are got community, building houses, starting family, just ownership. All of that. And then it may be a few Black men sprinkled in there. I don't say that. The majority of Black men are at the bottom. So what Tyler Perry is telling y'all to do, Tyler Perry is telling y'all to stay at the bottom with them instead of like getting away from them. He's not saying Black women, like Ralph Richard Banks was telling y'all, is marriage for white people. He told Black women it's not going to work as long as you stay attached to these men. They're not going to do better, because why would they? They have you to lean on, to step on when they trying to get up and do better. They have you. So why would they do better?
Right.
So
Ciao. It's truly a mess, and it's truly discouraging that you would still. Okay. Yeah. I was just saying that I feel like it's just a continued cycle of making Black women hold on to being the ride or die and conditioning them to lower their standards. Aside from all the other races of women who don't have to deal with things like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's downright disappointing that somebody, you know what I mean? Somebody will get on here and tell Black women what to do. What you need to be doing is holding Black men accountable. And we're tired of saying that. Like, I think
that ain't gonna happen.
It's never gonna happen, because that's
on this channel. On this channel, we're gonna hold Black women accountable. And this is how we're gonna hold Black women accountable. We're gonna tell you when to go, when you need to go, when you need to say no. But did you hear him say remove the money though? He said remove the money, and then what?
Yeah, he said remove. Remove the money, and it was like
remove the man. No, remove.
Thank you.
Girl, that you'll be better off for removing the man. Like, why, ladies? If he can't pay like all of the bills, like literally, he doesn't need to be dating. Like that's what I'm teaching my sons. Like from the moment you're
Right.
out of high school, you need to be
Yep.
hustling those first 5 years on your
Mm-hmm.
career and building yourself. And then after that, you can chase as many girls and women as you want to. Like that's what I'm teaching my sons. Like if you're homeless at 23, 25, you don't need to be trying to get a
You really don't.
girlfriend or have
That
sex with
should be your
anybody to
focus.
procreate. Like if you procreate, you're gonna make it worse for everybody involved. Like so like remove the man,
Right.
ladies. And I know a lot of people are like, well, some men are young and they're not gonna have all this money at a certain age. Want to procreate with them? Okay, date them, but be smart about it. Don't lay down and procreate
Absolutely.
with them. Like, and if they're in their mid-20s, they should have something going on. I know not right out of high school they won't, but 23,
Or
24,
building
they
toward
should have
it.
something
Building
started.
toward
Yeah,
it.
they should have something
Yes.
started. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you should look at that, ladies. And if you got daughters and your daughters are bringing men home that are in their 80s, you need to find out what is he doing with his life. Your daughter probably is not going to want to hear you, but you need to put her on to podcasts like ours, Princella's,
Please.
Cynthia's, like all the ladies out here trying to warn these girls to do better. It's no excuse
Yes.
for your young daughter to not know, like we didn't know. Like it's no excuse.
Exactly. Yeah, at this point, this is what.
Going in and out again.
And response to Tyler and how we as Black women are not tolerating it.
Yeah, let's go ahead
So we're
and
gonna
play.
We're gonna play
the first 3 stitches.
We're gonna play the first 3, and then we'll come back with commentary.
Picture this. He's amazing. He's incredible. He's thoughtful. He's loving. He's kind. He's monogamous. He's all those things. He can only pay the light bill, though. Still sound like a catch? Tyler Perry seems to think so.
If that man works, at whatever job and is a good man and is good to you and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you've handled the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner every now and then. That is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
No, we are not about to have struggle love, be glorified. I don't care if a man is a good man. That doesn't mean that he's the right man for you. Maybe I, as a woman, don't want to be the primary breadwinner. Is that okay? Am I allowed to say that I want a provider? It's funny to me how women are always expected to settle and meet a man where he is and just look at a man's heart, but they look at your face. They look at your body. Just the other day, I posted a video about this guy that was like, oh man, she's perfect when you're loved the right way by the wrong woman. She just doesn't look the way I want her to look. Oh man. Another man said, I think she's a cool woman. I just don't like her face. So they can look at your face and body, but you're supposed to look at their heart? No, I'm looking at that wallet too, sir. I don't want to be the primary breadwinner. I don't want to be the one who is in charge of all the bills. You can be a nice guy, but you may not be the nice guy for me. A teenager can pay a light bill. Like a teenager with a little part-time job at McDonald's can pay their own phone bill. No, as a grown man, I'm expecting more. And I don't care if it is Tyler Perry. I said what I said. A grown man should be able to take care of himself. I'm not his mommy. I'm his mate. So if that's all he can do, let him find somebody else who's willing to do it. Pick somebody else. This ain't nothing but the whole bus driver thing all over again. Why can't you get with a bus driver? Maybe because I don't want to. Is that all right? Maybe because I don't want to. This man who also thinks he's too good, no BBLs, no weaves, no eyelashes, no makeup. They got a list as long as their doggone arm about what they don't want. But as soon as a woman says she wants a provider, man, what's going on? If he can only pay a light bill, but he's a good guy, let somebody else be with that good guy who can only pay the light bill. And let me also say this. If all he has is light bill money, he's not working hard enough. Because there's no way that I'm out here paying the mortgage and the car note and all these different bills, paying all the utilities except for the light bill. But that's all you can seem to scrounge up. You need that hustle gene. You don't have enough hustle in you. You don't have what it takes to lead a family. Because what if something happens and I can't work? We can't survive off of light bill money.
If that man works, at whatever job and is a good man And it's
Tyler, and I'm going to touch your hand when I say this. Go put on your wigs and your heels and come back to me woman to woman, because you are speaking from a viewpoint you have never lived out of, honey bunch, okay? You have all this unresolved trauma with your own father, which is why you struggle to hold black men accountable. You yourself had to cosplay a black woman and pander to white America for 30 fucking years just to become the multimillionaire that you are. What I see right now is a gaslighting page right out of Oprah's book. You're scared because you just got this studio and the writers are on strike that when we come back from all of this shit, black women are no longer going to tune into you because we have healed past the point of accepting this type of bullshit is entertainment. I'm willing to bet your entire net worth that you can't make a movie or a television show without the concept of struggle love. Somebody gotta be on the brink of divorce. Somebody mama gotta have cancer. Somebody has to have a wicked baby mama from fucking hell. Because what I heard was black women should take care of black men and stop expecting black men to be able to take care of them, which makes perfect sense coming from you because you created Medea to sustain Tyler, did you not? I'd have made it better had you turned around and said, black men, you need to learn how to submit to black women, because I'm not gonna be the provider and he gets to be the motherfucking lead. He's not leading me into debt. I make enough money for me. But now you telling me I gotta feed 2 mouths? If I could afford it without you, I should be able to afford it 2 times over when I get with you. You would think after painting the black community in such a negative light for the last 30 years, you yourself would know that black men are the most insufferable people on the planet when they don't have any fucking funds. If black women wanted to settle for something less than what we're deserving of, we would simply audition for one of the roles that you're casting for. There's black men and black women in my comment section are like going, why are you so mad about what Tyler Perry said? I wasn't that hungry, but I'm a big bitch, so I could eat again. Number one, Tyler just took us from going 50-50, which was already unacceptable, to 95-5, 98-2. One of the biggest problems in the black community right now is y'all want black women to keep breaking generational curses without it affecting black men. Y'all don't want to have to step up to the plate and be accountable for anything. Oh, so black men are supposed to go 95-5 with the woman? Who the fuck told y'all to do that? Y'all are not dating smart either. I'm gonna make it make sense for you real quick. If I'm making $250,000 a year and you're making $50,000 a year and something happens to me, you cannot sustain our lifestyle. So guess what? Like I was already doing when I was providing for both of us, now I have to stress for both of us. Do you see what the fuck the problem is with that? Y'all are acting like Tyler said, oh, the man makes $200K and the woman makes $250K. We're not talking about a $50,000 difference. All he can pay is the light bill. So our mortgage is still going to be due. Our car payments are still going to be due. The water bill is still going to be due. Everything outside of the fucking light bill will still be due. And how is that man supposed to provide for us? He fucking can't. But if y'all were to go through something, how do you know your man's not going to step up to the plate? So I'm supposed to wait until we're hungry and there's nothing on the plate for him to step up to it. Everything is not about money. You guys are in love. Yeah, we're in love and in fucking poverty. Great. Listen, we are not going with the scenarios y'all like to make up in your head to make you feel safe. We're going with what Tyler said. So if you can't stay on topic, sometimes you just gotta shut up when you're talking.
Baby, there was so much. There was so much that she covered in there, like the accountability part. I mean, like the struggle of love, all of those things. And honestly, in addition, I wanted to add to that was like, when she said, you know, have you ever met a broke man and their character and their personality? They're always angry. Have you ever met a broke man and talked to a broke man? They are always angry. They are always bitter.
I try not to.
Unfortunately, I have. Right, I do too, girl. But unfortunately, I have, and I've been there. And they are always angry. They're miserable. And when you're miserable, what happens? Misery loves company. Okay, baby. So he probably gonna chip at your. Let's say she is the breadwinner of the relationship, correct? And she's a successful black woman. You know, she takes on this man, and all he can afford is the light bill. You don't think that eventually certain type of men, now some might love it. They love a mama who's gone, you know, oh, she pay all the bills and he just gone, you know, eat cereal at the house or whatever. But there are other types of men that will try to sabotage a woman in different ways. I just seen a video earlier today. Exactly. I seen a video today of a woman saying that she left her relationship because she was earning 3 times more than her spouse, and when she graduated, she would be earning 5 times more than her spouse. And he tried to sabotage her from graduating or whatever and whatnot and progressing on to getting this better job, right? Girl, she said she left him. She said she went and bought a pew and got a restraining order.
You almost have to. If you want to deal with, you almost have to. If you're going to deal with a broke man, you got to be prepared to get tired of him because their ego is not going to let them just sit there for a long time with you paying all the bills. Their egos are so big, they're going to get jealous.
It's going to get to them.
And they're going to be like trying to compete. It's going to get to them. And me personally, as a not be sexually attracted to a man that's just broke and not doing nothing for me. I see so many women have done it. I have never done it, but I've only, I didn't date a lot. Yeah. When I was younger, but if I did, I know me that I couldn't, like, I wouldn't be sexually attracted to him. I would be
It's not
disgusted,
attractive
actually.
at
I
all.
would be disgusted. Like, and like she said, that girl said they usually go for looks and body, and like, why
Hmm.
we can't go for money? Like, I
Exactly.
don't like,
So like,
yeah.
so it's a problem when we do it, huh? That's basically what they're
I
saying. It's a
yeah.
problem when we do it. Like,
I don't
oh,
agree
we're gonna
with
do this now.
She-Ra Seven's. I don't agree with She-Ra Seven's message just going for the money, especially when it comes to dealing with black men, because most black men that do have money that date black women anyway. But so that, yeah, I guess she's not talking about black men then. Like, when her message is not directed towards like black men, it's for a
Oh,
certain audience. But yeah, I don't agree with it for black women unless unless you're dating out. Maybe that would be fine.
yeah, dating out. I was
I
gonna
don't
say
know.
that's probably
Yeah,
different.
that's probably, yeah, out, but I don't know. And like that other
Yeah,
woman
that
said,
was
she
just
said they want to
my take on
lead.
it.
Yeah, she said they want to lead, but they want the woman to provide. Only
Right,
that's
like
only in
the
the black,
leader.
only in the black community. Like, only in the
Yes,
black community
exactly.
is like, like, it don't
Yeah,
even make
it's
sense. Like,
it doesn't.
I'm just
If you think
dumbfounded.
about it, it really does not make sense. Yes, like this whole thing is like it's actually kind of like how in the what in the you know what I mean? Because it's like how are you even thinking? How is that a
You will
possible?
never see me
No,
sliding
no, no, no,
my
no.
card under the table for somebody to pay for dinner.
Thank
Never in
you,
life.
thank you.
Never.
Like
That's so
no, at this
embarrassing.
point,
Like,
it's very embarrassing. Like, and
and
if
then
he's
taking
fine
him
with
home and
it,
giving him some. Then you slid him your
no,
card, and
no,
then you go home and get
no.
wet for him. Like, like, wet what? What?
It wouldn't even be
Girl.
possible. It wouldn't even be possible. Like at that point, I wouldn't even want to sleep in the same room, dog.
Yeah, it's
Like
like you
no,
can't, you like this
because
following you around like literally another kid. This is what we're talking about right here. We're
that's what it
talking about
is. That's what it is. In an
another
adult form.
dependent.
Yep. Yep.
And you're supposed to look up and say, "You're my leader, and I respect you."
And
And
you're a
this is
king.
like,
Yep.
you're a king. No, that's what black women have been doing. Like, they
And
have
that's what
been
they yeah,
doing that. That's why
exactly.
Tyler
And
has.
and
That's why
he's
Tyler
trying to further condition them into thinking to keep doing this. Because I feel like
like,
he sees that
yeah,
that they are rising. And we
yeah,
are. But he's trying to keep them, you get what I'm saying? He's trying to keep them at bay, like no, condition them to keep thinking like, oh, struggle with him, stick with him, stay by this man. If all he can do is pay the light bill, sweetheart, then y'all still got that love connection. But baby boy, love is fleeting. Okay,
it
love is
ain't no
fleeting.
love. It ain't love. I think it's lust. I think it's
They
mainly
like to throw
lust,
that
but
word at us as women to women so that they latch on to that. You get what I mean? But certain type
yeah,
of women, such as myself, we caught on to that love word, sweetheart. That love can
yeah.
be fleeting.
So
So it ain't gonna
it's time
like
for
I've
us.
heard in 90
Yeah,
songs, it's not gonna pay the bills.
it's time for black
But
women
yeah,
to really stop inflating their balls because they got the biggest balls in the world. They got the least amount of
they
money,
do.
the least amount of everything, but they got balls. They got some huge balls. So,
Absolutely. And the
so
nerve and
y'all,
audacity that they have is
all of
appalling.
it. But y'all, even the Caucasian people, the palm colored people came out and they stuff to say. And what I noticed is that they were saying something that most of the black people were not saying. So let's listen to what the Caucasian people had to say about this.
Listen, a lot of women, especially black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this.
You're gonna get trouble for saying this because you don't date women. Stop giving relationship advice to women when you don't date women. Dude, bro, maybe you should keep this between you and Elton John.
Listen, a lot of women, especially black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I will.
This may be none of my business, but why is an unmarried drag queen telling women what they need to do with men? An unmarried drag queen. Ladies, don't listen to him.
I try to stay out of black women's business. It's not my business. But as a white woman, I want to remind everyone that Tyler Perry
does not care what women think because Tyler Perry is not a straight man. So please don't take Tyler Perry's advice on what you as a woman should be settling for, because that man doesn't care what happens in your home and in your bedroom and in your life.
A lot of women, especially black women, and I'm like,
yeah. So that's what the Caucasian people had to say, and I'm like, yeah, so he is. Like, I don't care if he got a baby or just broke up with his ex. He made her a baby mama. He's not a straight man, y'all. So gay black men, straight black men.
I thought we established that long ago. That's why I was confused, you know. But no, I see that both sides of the pond aren't buying it. Like, even the Caucasians are like, okay, sir, absolutely not. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's buying it, Mr. Perry. Nobody's buying it. You can keep selling it, but nobody's buying it. They even laughing at you. Like,
unfortunately, it probably still is a whole bunch of black women out there.
You know that there is some on the other side that are like, well, you know, yeah. But I mean, when I say the sisters came out in droves, and I'm proud of that, our section. I'm gonna say our section of women who get it.
Yeah, like, I didn't see a lot of women.
Not. And they're putting that content out there for young girls to see that this side is like, no, it's not okay. It's not okay.
Yeah. Sis. Yeah, I feel you on when you say our side, because maybe it's because of the people that I follow and that follow me. When I was looking in the comments, I was looking for the bandits comments because I was going to share it with y'all. Right. They were noticeably not in the comments and silent, and I think that's because of who I follow. They don't come and know about their crap. They're probably over there in Erica Lachey's comments. That wasn't under my comments.
Eating it up, like gobbling it up.
Yeah. And yeah, I wondered what she had to say about this, but yeah, I didn't see too many of them making many comments. I know they're out there, and I know they are like rooting Tyler Perry on right now. I know they are.
Yeah, you know they are. Absolutely. They're like, he's right. What if I can only pay the light bill? But like what Shonda said, when she said, like, if he can only afford to pay the light bill, but I can afford the mortgage and stuff, like, what are you doing? Where's your hustle, sir? What are you doing? You know, so that's just something that you should ponder on, women. If you getting out there in this dating pool, which I cannot even imagine in 2023 trying to date anything out there, it's just a no, a heavy no. But keep that in consideration. Like, watch what he's doing, because I know a lot of women who were tricked into thinking that the guy that they were interested in had more, because they sell themselves like that. They had more than what they really did. When he never takes you to your place, that should be a red flag. And then finally she goes to his place and he lives in this low income apartment that's in a dangerous neighborhood. You know what I mean? Because it's relatively cheap. And, you know, he drove a newer light car, but she ended up finding out that dude was paying like over $600 a month for this vehicle. And it's like, because his credit was poor. You know what I mean? So like, women, pay attention to these red flags. Like, if he can only give the light bill, then there's something more to it. And you might want to red flag it and retreat. Yeah. Get out of Dodge.
I put this pyramid back up here because even though Tyler Perry is he's a billionaire right now, I still wouldn't put him up there with the elite men. I wouldn't, even though he's a billionaire, because he's a black man and black men don't have a lot of power and they don't build and have community and can't protect other men. I wouldn't put him up there with
he could probably more so be in the other men.
Yeah, and because the majority of black men are at the bottom, he knows that he has to say stuff like this because we're in a patriarchy, and he knows that black men are at the bottom in this patriarchy. So he's like, I'm just gonna throw them this bone and see if I can get these ladies to just stay with them. But no, black women don't anymore. Like, you remember that scene on Boomerang when that little girl drew that picture of that fish? I don't want them there. That part, we don't want to be there. Like, we don't want to be there. I don't want them there. Like, I don't want my ladies there. Like we need to get up off. You remember that part?
Right. Yes, girl. You
like when Eddie Murphy was like, why is your fish? Was they like on the floor or something at the bottom or something? Yes, I don't want them there. Like Tyler Perry, we don't want our ladies there, Tyler Perry. He's trying to keep y'all at the bottom. He's trying to keep y'all at the bottom right there. Like, so like he's the other man like right now because like we are going in on him going in. But
We
ladies,
really are, and I absolutely love it, and I absolutely support it. So, y'all, we just had to throw our 2 cents in on there because we're not tolerating, we're not supporting it, we don't condone it. That's not okay anymore. Okay, we going through enough being Black women, waking up being Black women every day. Don't add poverty or struggle love to your life just because another man gets on here and tells you, give him a chance because, he's not there, but he may pay that light bill. Absolutely not, ma'am. That's not healthy.
Yeah.
Mentally and
And I
emotionally,
don't
that's
want
going to
to,
wear and tear you down as well as financially. So, sweethearts, love yourself more. This channel is for young girls. Love yourselves more and know better, do better. When you know better, you'll do better. And these are what these channels are built for. Like Napa said before, our channel was here for young girls so that you don't even have to go through that phase of your life. You can completely skip out on that phase of your life of dealing with the undesirables and the dusties. Just like Sinji's channel and Princella, like we're here for this community of women and young girls. So this is just ridiculous.
Yeah. I want to say to the women that are in this situation and you're living with a man like this and you don't know what to do and you're listening to these shows and you want to get them out because you're like, my coochie is dry now. Like, I just don't want to be in this situation with, like, I want to say to everybody who has put themselves in this situation and didn't even know better that now you, to be safe. Like, don't just be like, I'm tired of you. You got to go. I got to put you out, because men who have nothing are very, very dangerous because you are their resource. You're their life support because you gave them so much and they have nothing. And especially if you're pregnant with their baby, they're looking at you like, oh, she about to get food stamps. She about to get all this help because she's pregnant with my baby. I'm connect baby. I get to stay here. And they're looking at all those benefits that you're giving them. And when you're done and tired, you're going to be trying to put them out. And that's not going to be a safe situation for you. So I would suggest not breaking up with them and not just putting them out, because they're not going to just go that easily. They're probably going to try to hurt you or take you out. We've seen it time and time again. I know you've seen it, Zara. So, ladies, don't just break up with them. Make a plan. Come up with a plan with your family, somebody you trust, friends that you trust, and see if they can help you. Save your money. You're the only one working. So save your money and try to get a hotel for like a week or two. If he's dangerous or if he's already putting hands on you, to try to move out of state. I know that sounds crazy, but if you think that your life is in danger because you got a homosexual living with you, which is basically what Tyler is telling us, like, let homosexuals live with you.
Absolutely.
We did a video. Go check out our homosexual
and check out that
video,
homosexual video on our channel because it's real.
Yeah. Winter is coming, so it's going to be a lot more men are talking about. He might work somewhere where he can only pay the light bill or the electric bill, phone bill, whatever. Don't, even if it's a cousin or an uncle. I've seen stories of relatives unaliving their sisters or cousins that tried to help them, stay with them. So, ladies, we're seriously on the battlefield, and we're seriously not going, Tyler. Like for real.
No.
Like it's even a game out here. It's not a game.
It's not.
Women are losing their lives behind doing stuff like this because these men have nothing to lose. All they have is you. So if they know that they're going to lose you and their food and a warm apartment, they can't take that. Their ego can't take it. They just lose it. So that's all. I don't want to not be. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I didn't want to just be having these shows and not giving y'all advice on like what to do if you already are in the situations that we're talking about, because a lot of you are in these situations and you're looking like you probably feel stupid when you're seeing all the women saying no, you shouldn't be doing that. You probably feel stupid and a little like played, but because we were conditioned to be like this for Black men because they are at the bottom. Like they're always talking about how we're at the bottom, but we're only at the bottom because we choose to stay there with them. We choose that. And once we separate from them, we'll be in danger still because they're not going to like it. But Black women usually thrive. If you listen to women, they're on their own. And when they have good friends and family to support them. So that's all I got to say.
Community connections and things. Yes. We build, we thrive different from them because we will build a community of women to prosper and find ways to, you know what I mean, grow and elevate. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's the path that we're on right now. And they see that. And then you have people like this who are trying to keep you at that same level of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Conditioning. That word for today was conditioning, because that's exactly what
Yeah.
he was doing, trying to keep us conditioned at a certain level, staying stagnant with Black men. But we're actually elevating up, and other communities and other races have seen that in Black women as a race of women, that we are
Yeah.
leveling up and deciding
Yeah.
to pick better. But in addition to what you said about women, you know, if you are in this situation, I'd also like to say that we always like to try to put in there protection for yourself. So anything that you may think could protect you, if you don't like guns, there are a vice of different, you know, weapons for protection. You can get spray, you can get, you know what I mean, knives, anything like that. Just keep yourself protected, because they will attack if they feel like their lifestyle, the lifestyle that you might be affording them, they will attack if they feel like that rug is being pulled from underneath them. And if you got a family member, somebody that they don't know, a distant friend that they don't know, and you are trying to leave that relationship, that's another good option, is to, hey, can I stay with you for a little while? They don't know about you know what I mean? And then have them removed from your place. But just stay protected, ladies, because we do want y'all to be protected, you know, if you do decide to leave these types of relationships. And also leave some comments if you've experienced, you know, a past relationship or something that you could see heading on this path of having a homosexual or man.
Y'all's comments,
Y'all's
comments.
Leave those comments. Like, you might be encouraging
you can help somebody else. You can help each other.
You might be encouraging other women to step out of that, or, you know, either just knowing that sometimes we feel better about ourselves emotionally if we see other women have went through that. You know, when you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm the only one, I feel so stupid. No, you're not. It's a lot of women. We get bamboozled. We get, you know what I mean? We get preyed upon all the time. So maybe your comments or you describing a past relationship going through something like this could help somebody else. So yeah, that's about all I had on that note.
What you were saying about building community?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead. Okay, I was going to just add on. Yeah, I was going to add on to what you were saying about building community. I'm like, we're building communities online, but Black women are so powerful, and we have like the resources to actually build houses and apartments for battered women, but other women like that, for safe places to go to. And that's something I would like to look into in the future, doing that for women. I'm actually about that idea up, because I do have a space for it that can house like 4 battered women. I was going to talk to you about that. Like, I have a house, but I don't know where to start. So that's something I would like to see Black women doing in the future, is just building safe spaces for Black women to go and be, or just women. It doesn't even have to be Black women, just women to go and be
women.
Community.
That would be a beautiful thing.
I'm saying Black. If it's any other races in the comments or watching, I'm
we
saying
say
Black
that because we are,
we are Black,
but
and I know that Black
women.
women are having it really. I know Black women are having it really, really bad, and we are at the bottom because of our men. So I mainly want to focus on Black women. Like, I'm not excluding other women, and I know there's other Black women that don't want to focus on any other women. I get that, but you know, when I'm women, but my main focus is the women that look like me, because I know and I see firsthand what Black women are going through. So I would expect for all women that are allies to understand that and to come in and help where they can. But what else was I going to say? And I know I've talked to a couple of women online that say they couldn't live with other women amongst other women or Black women, and not be able to do it. But it's like, if we ever get this together, it'll be a strict screening. It's not going to be any jealousy, any cattiness. It's just going to be family. It's going to be community. And if you can't get along amongst other women, it's because you won't be there. Like, it's that simple. Like, you just won't be there, because we really do need to change and come together and help each other. I know I had one woman telling me, well, I don't want kids. Like, why wouldn't you rather? It takes a village, right? That's how the saying goes. Why wouldn't you want to be in a village of women where you're safe, where your kids are safe, not getting unalive, not getting touched inappropriately? Why wouldn't you want to have people to help you so you can work or do what you need to do and watch your kids? Why wouldn't you want that if it was possible? And like to be around the people that actually want to help you and want to help you be around your kids. Like, Yeah, like if the kids are bad, I think women know how to deal with that a little bit better than a man. Like they couldn't deal with a bad kid. Like you
Absolutely.
know what happens when they can't deal with kids. So
Absolutely. I think that's a
and I wanted
beautiful
to also
thing.
say,
Yeah.
yeah, I also wanted to say, ladies, y'all need to go see the Barbie movie if you have not. I watched it last night and oh my God. Zara, have you seen it?
No. I can't.
Oh my
I
God.
can't.
It's about everything we talk about. It's about everything that Princella talks about. Barbie is her dream world is in a matriarchy and everything. She's like the police, the judge, she's everything. So the men in her in Barbie world, spoilers, y'all. If y'all don't want to hear it, if you haven't seen Barbie, get out right now. Because I'm about to run my mouth. Yeah, the men are nothing. Like Ken was like, "Well, can I stay tonight with you, Barbie?" And she was like, "No, why?" And like she didn't want him to stay the night because it was her dream house, and then she was like having to get, and he was just like looking like because I'm your boyfriend, and she was just like and so he only felt important when she was around, and he was like stalking her and trying to get her attention, like these dudes are doing to us now, like y'all. And then they like go to the real world. If y'all didn't see this, get out. They go to the real world, and the real world is like a patriarchy. And Barbie is like, "Bro, all these men, why come the women ain't doing nothing?" And they were like touching on her and flirting with her, and she was just like so disgusted by the world of
Mm.
patriarchy that she went into. And then like all the men were like looking at her like she was crazy. It was really good. It's like literally everything that Princella talks about. The women were so powerful when it was a matriarchy, and then they come to our world. And yeah, nothing is good. It's like everybody's sad. Barbie, she started crying and having all these emotional breakdowns and stuff in the real world like women do. Like, but in her world, she was always perfect and pretty and just perfect. And then I was like, yeah, that's probably how it would be if less men were around. Like, y'all should really see it. Ken was just like he was jealous of her, y'all, and then he went and he turned Barbie world into a patriarchy where the men started having more power and they were like taking over everything. And Barbie was like, "What is going on? Like, no, this is not it. I'm not going." She didn't say it. I'm paraphrasing. He turned like evil because he saw the power that the men had in the real world, and he wanted that because he wanted to feel like he was somebody. But the men in the real world patriarchy because it was too much for them when all they wanted to do was just like play and tickle each other and hug each other. And they wanted to be like that, and they were like, "I can't take." Like, at the end, it's like they really break down and like we're not meant to be leaders. Like, so they was happy to be in Barbie world where the women were leading because they were not meant to be the leaders, and they just been playing like they were the leaders in this fake patriarchy that was built. And that's exactly what Princella talks about. And I'm just like, I can't wait till she does a review on that. So yeah, I'm sorry if y'all didn't leave when I told you to, but I really like the movie. I like
It sounds
the movie.
like real life, basically. That's what it sounds like.
I'm
It's
sorry,
real
Zara.
life.
You couldn't leave because you couldn't leave. You're my
I'm
co-host, but
done.
you still should go see it. That is all I have to say, Zara. If you don't have anything else to say, thank you guys again for getting us to 100 followers. And
Yes.
Zara, if you don't have anything else to say,
That was it. Just thank you for reaching
that
our
was it.
first milestone. We appreciate y'all, and y'all have a blessed night.
And we'll see y'all next time.